afternoon and welcome to MKU TV News. This is News at 1. My name is Maina Jinwamboy and let's head to the highlights. Kenya High Court strikes down the housing levy. And a man drowns in Kariminu Dam. Some of the government parastatals to be privatized. And on our top story, the Kenya High Court on Tuesday declared unconstitutional a 1.5% levy intended to fund affordable housing that was imposed as part of a finance law adopted in June but later stayed the ruling until January 10 to allow for the government to appeal. The law, which doubled the fuel tax and increased the top income tax rate, sparked violent protests in July by opponents who said it would be hard for the Kenyans. The court says it is illegal but people should continue paying for now, as the government did not provide a rational explanation for why it had imposed the housing levy on workers with employment in the formal sector.
The Kenya Roads Board Act 1999 by providing for the membership of Kenya Roads Board at Section 76. Section 77 amends Section 35 of the Kenya Roads Board by inserting a new subsection to the effect that annual estimates shall be submitted together with the collected annual roads program as provided for in Section 19. Section 76 and 78 mainly deal with composition of Kenya Roads Board, which has no demonstrable connection to the Finance Act.
Upon our perusal of the Finance Act, we found that this proposed amendment was not enacted. Section 26 of the Finance Act amended the third schedule of the Income Tax Act to introduce new tax bands. In addition, Section 7 of the Act amended Section 10 of the Income Tax Act relating to withholding tax. The petitioners have not demonstrated how these amendments affect specific provisions of the Constitution. In any event, we hold that these are matters related to tax policy and administration.
Section 84 of the Finance Act violates Article 10, 2BC, 27 and 201 of the Constitution and is therefore null and void. That an order is granted prohibiting the respondents from collecting, charging or otherwise the charge known as the Affordable Housing Act on the basis of the Section 84, and all prayers on the consolidated petition not specifically granted are dismissed, and this being a matter of public interest litigation, each party shall bear its own.
And in other stories, the man from Kiambu County, Gatudu North, Gitwamba village is identified as Samuel Kinyanjui, is reported to have been alone on Saturday evening when he reportedly drowned as he was looking for a bridge to cross the other ridge of Kadhanji village to meet his brother. The father of four is said to have been distressed and could not swim to safety as the water infilling dam overpowered him, resulting in his drowning. The resident says that he is not the first person to drown in the dam. They are now calling upon the government to fence the dam. The body of Kinyanjui is yet to be retrieved, but on the process.
We've been trying to tell them that they help us with the fencing of the dam, and up to date, they have not yet.
Si issue ya kwanza hiyo. Kumekuwa na issues, watu wa Kateta hawasaidiwi, serikali haitusaidii. Sasa sisi tuko huku tu.
Naomba gavana wa Kiambu, Kimani Wamatangi, atusaidie na divers, wakuje watutolee mwili yake, at least tukue in peace. Saizi tunakaa tumehangaika, hatujui tutafanya nini, hatuwezi lala, mwili yake iko kwa maji.
It's not the first one though. There has been several, and we are wondering till when will these things keep happening.
May his soul rest in peace.
Good morning.
Dad, vitamin B2 ni nini?
Vitamin B2 zinapatikana kwa Ilara Fresh Milk. Na unahitaji hizo vitamins kila siku kupata energy, yani mawowo.
Mawowo. Mawowo ya kucheza, mawowo ya kuruka, mawowo ya kuswing, mawowo ya kudunk.
Ilara Fresh Milk, jijaze mawowowo.
Japo tuna tofauti,
Kila moja wetu ana sauti. Tuinuane,
ushirikiano wetu,
tuinuane,
na ukaribu wetu. Tuinuane, tuinuane, tuko pamoja maishani. Tuinuane, ushirikiano wetu. Pamoja tusherehekee, sote ni washindi. Tuko pamoja maishani. Tuinuane, tuko pamoja maishani. Tuinuane.
And the High Court declined to stop Form 1 registration. This comes after the parents, learners complained over glaring errors in the 2023 Kenya Certificate of Primary Education KCPE examination results. The High Court on Wednesday declined to stop the exercise pending the hearing and determination of cases challenging the integrity of the recently released KCPE results. The Ministry of Education will therefore proceed with placement of students in secondary schools based on the results announced last week by Education Cabinet Secretary Ezekiel Moshago.
We were very much disappointed to what we saw because it was not what we had expected to get, each and every one of us. Every single student out here who had their results messed up is at the moment depressed, they're devastated, they don't know what to do.
I would like to ask the government, are you taxing our marks or what? Because if the ballot papers can be recounted, why not our marks? I repeat, if the ballot papers can be counted, why not our marks? Cabinet Secretary of Education, Professor Machogu, I would ask you to please remark our papers.
We don't want favors. We want justice for our children, the true mark, the true reflection of the abilities of our children. It's so hurting when the mother sits and looks at her child not eat, waking up every morning, crying because she was not given justice. It's so painful. We just want justice.
We have a lot of evidence which our lawyer will be able to probably share. The mutilation and the adulteration of the KCPE exam results for our pupils and the kids of this country is very worrying.
The National Examination Council, by law, has 90 days to make a decision. So, if the review was done on Friday, the application for appeal, the Examination Council will release the decision around March. Selection started today. These kids will not be among the students who are being considered to be placed on national schools, on schools of their choice.
KICC Kenya Pipeline among government parastatals to be privatized. The Kenyatta Conventional Center KICC, the Kenya Pipeline Company KPC, and the new Kenya Cooperative Creameries KCC have been marked for privatization. The National Treasury and Economic Planning Ministry has proposed. Through public notice issued on Monday, the Exchequer said that the proposal has been made in accordance with the Privatization Act 2023, Section 21, which dictates that the Cabinet Secretary shall identify and determine entities to be included in privatization program. The government argues that the privatization will generate more revenue for the government and reduce demand for government resources, among other reasons.
They are commercial, only 5% are actually paying a dividend to the treasury. In fact, over 40% of the commercial state corporations turn to the Exchequer for financial assistance.
When we talk of the public debt that we are grappling with, on a serious note, has this government executed any external?
That's all for today.